Hey there folks, it's Richard of DoomedMovieThon.com back with another episode of My Horror Shelfie. My Horror Shelfie is a series where I talk about every single horror movie on my horror movie shelves from A to Z, and I promise I will not release this video ever. This is a secret Patreon exclusive. Since I don't have a Patreon, no one's ever going to see this. We have finally gotten to the letter G, so G, that's great. Let's talk about the letter G. But like, horror movies. First up is The Ghost, directed by Ricardo Freda. It's a little gothic-y movie, a little giallo gothic-y movie with good old Barbara Steele. It is my favorite Ricardo Freda movie. I also love the horrible Dr. Hitchcock, but we'll get to that when we get to the letter H. The Ghost has been on all of these crazy compilations. It is like public domain, I think. I've never seen a super good copy of it, but this is the Retro Media DVD. It's pretty good. Comes with Dead Eyes of London, which is a krimi, with Klaus Kinski, which Klaus Kinski made approximately 300 krimis. Hidden inside is Revenge of the Crusader, also directed by Ricardo Freda. If you don't have Ricardo Freda movies hidden in your collection, did you even collect anything? Ooh. Up next is Ghost House from good old Umberto Lenzi, one of the funniest, most awesomest Italian horror films of the post-dubbing era. They hired a bunch of good-looking people to say ridiculous dialogue, and they're not great actors, but good old Lara Wendell is in it. I love Lara Wendell. This also comes with Witchery with David Hasselhoff and Linda Blair is another Italian wacko movie. Unfortunately, it gets a little rapey in one scene. It's like, ooh, we didn't need that. Just a tonal shift that nobody wanted, but this has one of the funniest final lines of any movie ever. The last line delivery especially of good old Witchery. You need to see that. That's crazy. Speaking of Italian horror, here's some not Italians. This is Ghoulies and Ghoulies 2. I am a huge fan of the OG Ghoulies. I love Ghoulies so much. It was a childhood favorite that is now an adulthood favorite. I think it's just awesome. Ghoulies 2, I liked it. It's the carnival setting. It's pretty crazy. And I'm always going to love the first Ghoulies the most. But Ghoulies 2, worth watching. Ginger S-Naps. This is one of my favorite werewolf movies of all time. Canadian perfection. Cannot recommend this strongly enough. I'm assuming everyone out there's seen it, because man, is it great. I've got one of the sequels hidden in here, Ginger Snaps 2, which is very dark, depressing. It's a bummer. I like Ginger Snaps 2, but I gotta be in the mood to watch this. Ginger Snaps 3 is not hidden in here. I don't know why that setting, because they took it back to like a 1700s setting, and I'm not in love with that. Okay, shame on me. I have not fired up this Blu-ray yet. Girlfriend from Hell is legendary cable late night crapola. It is a science fiction-y horror sort of fantasy, not really. I don't even know how to describe this. It's 80s as hell, real stupid. Dude from Twin Peaks is in this. Dana Ashbrook. Dana Ashbrook is in this. He's great. If you like Dana Ashbrook, he's really funny in this movie. And this is just a wacky, zany comedy something. I need to watch this soon. My love of slasher movies did not come out of nowhere, okay? I am born and raised on slashers. No, I caught Girls' Night Out on my little tiny TV in the middle of the night when I was supposed to be asleep, and it haunted me. I just thought it was so scary and so cool, and it's got a frickin' guy dressed as a teddy bear killing people. I keep thinking that the girl on the cover looks like Darcy from Joe Bob's Last Drive-In. I don't know if she was an inspiration for this art, but I can't not see Darcy in that. It's really cool. This was also known as the Scare Maker, which is one of the worst alternate titles that's ever existed. And also, that poster is just iconic. I love that poster so much. It's really cool. It's a slasher that doesn't care about the slashing. It just cares about the characters and their melodrama. So, Girls' School Screamers. Cheap and silly, but weirdly effective slasher. Supernatural slasher, I guess. It's something. It's really goofy. We're in the presence of a masterpiece. I adore Graduation Day. Graduation Day is so good. I love busting this out around the time that school is ending. My wife has a whole list of movies we watch around graduation time to kind of celebrate the end of the school year because, we both work at a college. And this is supreme slasher goodness. Just incredible movie. I think it's 1980, and it's very, very, very late 70s. Lots of short shorts, lots of big hair on everybody, and the Farrah Fawcett hair for all the men. Okay, speaking of favorites, this is my absolute favorite of the Jean Roland films. I love Grapes of Death. This movie just so haunting and so nasty. It's of course a zombie movie, but it's just very surreal. It feels like you're trapped in a nightmare and you just cannot get out. Oh my god, this is so good. The gore is weird. Like the zombie gore is really gross and nasty. The zombies look like they have peanut butter and jelly smeared on them, which it's worse than it sounds. It's really, really unpleasant to look at. I'm gonna butcher her name, but it's Brigitte Lahaye. Pardon me. If anyone out there knows how to pronounce her name. She is absolutely stunning in this. Just stunning, as she always is. Graveyard of Horror, I believe, is a Spanish horror film, but also it's got other countries involved, so it's probably a co-production. This is a very silly movie. The monster on the cover is unbelievably dumb looking and fake rubber mask stuff, but it's just fun. This is good Sunday afternoon. I want a little Euro horror with a little gothic and a little kooky monster. Kooky monster? Huh. I like that. I'm glad I said that. In case you're hungry for kookies. To tell you the truth, I can't remember what this one's about. Other than what I just said. And it's from the Euroshock collection, which was just a wonderful, wonderful series from good old Image Entertainment. Image, we love you. The Last G. I finished a whole letter in one frickin' video. This is incredible. This is Gretel and Hansel. One of my favorite movies. I saw this right before the pandemic. I actually went to the theaters twice to go see this because I loved it so much. It's directed by Osgood Perkins, who I'm a big fan of, based on The Blackcoat's Daughter and I Am the Pretty Thing That Lives in the House. I've done a video about these movies of his on this channel, but Gretel and Hansel is surreal and pretty and very, very strange. Just good stuff. Yeah. Give it a look. Right now. That's the letter G. That's the whole G. I guess I should, pick a box set for a box set special. Why do one box set when you can do 4? So yeah, this is pretty standard stuff here. I got some frickin' some Universal Monsters. All of them are DVD except Dracula because it was on sale. So yeah, it's the complete legacy collection of Wolfman, Mummy, Frankenstein, and Dracula. I am so bad about the Universal Monster movies. I do love them, but I don't reach for them very often. I tend to, gravitate towards the giallo and the slasher much more, but I have a big affinity for all of these guys. I don't have the Invisible Man, and I don't have Creature from the Black Lagoon. I know it's not good, but I've never been a big fan of those movies for some reason. I feel like The Mummy is niche. There are mummy people who love The Mummy and all of the Mummy movies, and there are people who are in a smaller niche who love The Creature from the Black Lagoon. I don't feel like everybody's into those, but if you are into Creature from the Black Lagoon, like you're deep diving loving it. And then I feel like maybe even less people are into The Invisible Man. I don't know. That's just me. I definitely enjoy those characters, especially around Halloween time, but this kind of stuff I can watch year round. I think Frankenstein is probably my favorite Universal monster. You know, how basic is that? I'm very vanilla that way, very vanilla bean ice cream. Actually, when I get vanilla bean ice cream, I go ahead and melt it all down and then sift all of the beans out and then just have regular vanilla. Does anyone else do that? Not that long ago, I finally watched all of the Mummy movies in this set, and I really had a great time with it. There's some very strange continuity between the movies, and when they try to make them a sequel of each other, things get really strange, and I like that. Folks, thanks for watching. I can't believe this. We have 400 subscribers to this channel, which means a lot to me. It's taken me years and years and years to build an audience for this, and it's no failing of the world. It's me not posting enough videos, so somehow this scrappy little half-neglected channel magically has 400 subscribers. I want to thank my pal Katie of the Night. She interviewed me on her channel, and I got a lot more followers because of that, and man, I really appreciate that. I promise to make a video. I might start filming them one frame at a time and then assembling them later. That's probably a good working method.